Dragon's Dogma 2. Just wow. This game is fantastic, and it should definitely show up on 2024 Game of the Year list. I mean, listen, I'm going to try to give you a quick overview of this game without giving you any spoilers, but there's a lot to this game. I mean, there's just so much to say, so I'll try to keep it short on this mini review. All right, the top thing to say about this game, straight up the combat. Now, in my opinion, there's only one combat system that is the GOAT, and that's Zelda Breath of the Wild. That game just has straight up the best combat system that I've seen, and you know, that game came out in 2017, right? It's an older game. But Dragon's Dogma 2, this has got to be the second best combat system, and it's really close. It's really, really close. Now, what makes the combat system so good? So the first thing to point out is the combat system is somewhat physics based. So as you're fighting, you could like lose your footing. You could be like demolished pretty quickly if there's like too many, enemies. So, I mean, I guess the best way to describe it is it's physics based and it's logic based. And it's just a unique system. Again, I haven't seen something like this in a long time since Breath of the Wild. This is now the second one. It's fantastic. The second mechanic that makes this game great is the pawn system. So you create or you could hire a pawn from someone else's game, and this pawn will accompany you on your journey. But the pawns are really smart. Now here you can see my gameplay. I created a mage, and the mage is a slightly better gamer than me, right? I'm like, what? Really cool little system. And when it comes to creating a pawn, you get to decide what class it is. You get to decide what character trait the pawn has. It's just a great system that adds another layer of complexity to the combat. And it doesn't make the game easier. It just makes you think a little bit differently, and it works really well with the combat system. There's also a built-in daytime and nighttime cycle that just completely changes the game. NPCs that hang out at a certain spot during the day will not be there. They'll be somewhere else at night. Nighttime also introduces a different level of difficulty, and it really makes it challenging, right? On top of that, there's also, because now time is moving forward, there's small changes like, for example, your food can actually spoil if you don't use it. So very cool mechanic built into the world that fuses with everything else. Now, another mechanic to add on top of that is the game also has random world encounters, or like, what's like the best way to describe it? You have like NPC characters that just happen to be traveling from one town to another, or you have like giant creatures that, just happen to be migrating or looking for food, and you get this like this living world, right? Almost in a sense. That mechanic is also awesome on top of everything else. The graphics and performance are just top notch. The voice acting is also great. And then the story starts off really strong. I mean, yeah, this game truly is a masterpiece of a game. So let's get right straight to it. Yeah, should you buy this game? 100% yes. And, I gotta tell you, I'm not even a fantasy guy, right? Like, fantasy isn't my favorite genre, but this game is really, really unique. It definitely is on another level. All right, I'll let you enjoy some gameplay, without spoiling it too much, but yeah, I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.
Fine! A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places!
Focus your strength, Carissa!
Fire!
else using it against us. The enemy's movements have grown sluggish.
We must make the most of this opportunity.
The moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this. Now you don't. Time we made the pact. Inform the people of Vermont.
You have my gratitude, sir. 'Twould seem I misjudged you.
If you love video games, yeah, this is the best channel to choose for reviews. So hang with Cass, he'll give you the best reviews. Yeah, tune in and please subscribe to Cass, video games.